Hello, 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 I'm the Robot with Feels, and welcome back to another game of Divinity Original Sin 2 as Thane, the Summoner, Red Prince the Warrior, Losa the Rogue, and Ifin Ben Mez to the Archer. So, last time I said we're going to go talk to Griff here, who we've seen trying to extort elves, or his men were trying to extort elves, so let's see what he has to say about it. Oh,
Still on your feet, eh? Only
oh
the
yeah,
finest,
this is
you know.
the gear seller. But let's talk.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
What?
Are you in charge around here?
Who's asking?
I just have a few questions.
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening.
Do you know your thugs are terrorizing the camp's citizens?
Thugs? Look at it this way. People get lawless here, and we all starve.
I'm looking for a way out of this place.
Can't help you there. If I could, I wouldn't be here peeling goddamn potatoes.
What do you have to trade?
Sure, have a look. Good stuff, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't have much. He does have this Drudane, which is worth a lot. There is a glitch you can use for effectively infinite money using one of the gift bags. I'm not going to do that. But I don't really have anything to sell to him here. But some of the made. Nothing ever comes out of that. What do you know about the Magisters and their cure?
They'll cure you of your sauce. Nightshade will cure you of an headache, too.
And in case it wasn't obvious from the name Nightshade, it's poison. So he's saying it's not good. Is there anything I can help you with? You seem like a good friend to have.
He points the tip of his blade at the grisly sight of the elf hunched over, clutching his knees in the cage.
I solve my own problems.
Alright, I'll go to leave then.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
What does this elf has to say?
Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf.
He seems badly injured. Why is he being held here?
This clown? Caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist.
What did he steal?
Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet.
Would you really kill someone over a few pieces of fruit?
Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No one starves anyone else.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy.
How about this? I'm the stolen supplies, and you free him.
Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
You have no right to keep him locked up in such bad conditions.
Listen up. Back off.
Not like this. There's too many of them.
I don't back down and change the subject. Someone over here if we want. This one person's kind of easy to listen here.
Leave me. Go.
Death may not be the end. Have no fear. I can say that because I'm undead.
She bends over double in a violent coughing fit. As it subsides, she dabs her mouth with her sleeve.
Mercy. I hope that it is. Can't stay here.
Oops, I wasn't trying to steal her bench, I was trying to talk to her.
Leave me. Go.
So, there's not really any option to actually trade with her, but you can always just ask to trade with people. If they do, she has all of the necromancer books. So here we see a guy over a bunch of dead bodies.
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires.
He seems perfectly sane.
Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
And so this is why we needed the yarrow plant specifically earlier, because we can give it to him.
The creature gingerly takes the plant into his bloodied hands. He runs his fingertips over the white flowers. His panting breath slows.
Darling, dear darling child. Hello, yarrow girl. Can it really be you?
Why are you looking for that flower?
The creature clenches the plant tightly. His breath quickens. He seems liable to lunge at you at the drop of a pin.
You wouldn't understand. A father's pride, a father's love.
The creature begins to weep. Fast, silent tears spill from his eyes as he clutches the little cluster of flowers to his heart.
For you, my ring, part of me, name of Migo. Thank you.
So if you don't have a yarrow flower, you have to fight him, and he's a very hard fight. But instead,
Yarrow girl,
you get the magic
ground
ring.
you have.
We can move all this, just pick up some intestines.
Rest now, or you'll hie yourself to the grave. Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort.
Okay, I figured this person probably had skill books. They have polymorph skill books, but you can have someone that specializes in polymorph, but generally you use it to add on to a ability that you're already doing. And points in especially these points in polymorph, give for skill. Every time you increase it, it gives you another point in a physical stat, when normally points in them will give you a damage increase. So, and they don't really have anything built around it. There's a wide variety of different usefuls, like Bull Rush might be useful for the Red Prince, and Chameleon Cloak might be useful for our Rogue or our Archer. That's a wide variety. Anyways, I don't have any liquor.
All the worse for old Dane. He crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I would have liked to ease his way out.
Since I'm undead, I can say, you're right. Death may be better than a life in pain.
Exactly.
However, although we don't have alcohol, we still have this ring. And no, I definitely didn't plan this.
You think you're so fancy with your flashy abracadabra, don't you? Who needs you?
Hey, without me, you'd still be dying. Or dead.
Fat chance. I'd wrestle death to the ground and make him scream my name for such a dainty toe in the Hall of Echoes. All you did was save the bastard a good beatdown.
Death, as an anthropomorphic entity, is inaccurate. Basically, we're saying death isn't a physical person.
You can keep your antagonistical whatsits, and so can death. If he comes near me, I'll rip his bony head off.
What did you do to get yourself laid out so badly?
I caught a blow too many from those card-playing fatheads up on the ramparts. I got myself a golden ticket. I didn't even get the chance to use it. Why don't you take it? They offer you a round of cards. This one guarantees you a win. It's called the Sparkler. Whoever's got it gets the power. Filched it from that hog Griff himself. Careful though. If you ain't as skilled a fighter as me, you'll end up on Dr. Lest's table with the rest of the lilies.
So he said there's fights up on the rampart. This happened up on the ramparts. And so that is talking about over here, which I ignored earlier.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
This just happens when you get close to this woman. I'm sorry, I thought I was following the people, but I couldn't find them. I think I was looking at the wrong way up.
As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops her hands from her throat and starts hyperventilating.
Ben missed! Ethan! Ben missed! You killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer!
And this happens sometimes with automatic talk. It doesn't always pick the character you're selected as, it sometimes picks a random one. I think in this case, since she has something unique to say to Ifan, it will pick Ifan. So I can say, you have no need to fear. Nobody's giving you a contract for her life.
Keep him away from me! Help! Somebody! Keep him away!
So yeah, he's probably killed someone close to her. And I'm traveling with him. So that puts me big ticket stuff. And here's the card purpose.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can... Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house.
I'll accept the invitation. After all, I have the sparkler card.
Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
And I'll just lay down the sparkler, because otherwise you will lose, even though it's pretty good.
Ralvo's eyes linger on the table, where the card lies as innocent as a piece of cardboard can be. His gaze travels up your torso to meet your eyes.
Now, where'd you get a thing like that, mate?
So, since he works for Griff, you obviously don't want to say that Griff gave it to us, because that might be suspicious. And you don't want to say that you got it from someone who stole it from Griff. So let's just say it doesn't matter, rules are rules. And the sparkler always wins.
Ralvo counts out the entirety of the table's pot without breaking eye contact.
Go.
Otherwise you have to fight them, and you don't even get the money. And I like getting money. Dwarf up here you can talk to.
Greetings, child. I find myself in your so-called divine lands, yet I feel his absence deep in my heart all the same.
These are no more my lands than yours. And I can say it because the game counts me as human, but I think as Fane that is especially fitting because these aren't our lands. We went away a long time ago and this is a completely different world.
You may feel like an inmate here, but you and your captors are the same stuff, in race and customs, if not heart. You'll see what a difference that can make.
So we can head over and talk to this person, now that we've used the ring.
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo. Have you seen him?
Now it's very sad to say yes because it makes you lose the healing ring. You can say yes that you have seen him.
You have seen him? Tell me, where was he?
He was on the beach, but be careful, there's something terribly wrong with him.
And you're very sure it was him?
I can give her the ring.
She inspects the ring closely.
And now I count as a hero, so I can now say things that have to do with being a hero.
This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself. This simply can't be.
So now she's gonna run over to the beach. So we might go with her. I guess we're in the kitchen right now. Here, let's follow us at least if we run. We got a little gift bag that makes us move slightly faster. We have to wait a little bit for the actual other person to show up. Oh, hey, there's a chest right here. Yay.
Pretty.
And if you notice, he was looking for a Yarrow girl. For something called Yarrow girl, and this is Magister Yarrow.
Oh, is that really you?
Little Yarrow girl. Grown up, flower-headed girl.
What have they done?
Why do you keep your father prisoner here? Didn't you know what would happen to him?
She looks at you with hatred etched deeply in the lines of her face.
I didn't want any of this.
And because of my newly acquired hero status, I can say, whoever did this should be brought to justice.
Ha! I'd die 1,000 deaths before I'd see this go unpunished.
I'm glad you found each other again, even under these circumstances.
She looks at her father and manages a small smile.
As am I.
I've never seen this kind of magic before. It seems as though your father has suffered through some strange kind of treatment.
It's strange. It almost reminds me of the creatures Dallas keeps at her side. Sometimes you hear a kind of muttering beneath their masks.
She reaches out to touch her father's hand. He withdraws it quickly before remembering himself and reaching out to Yarrow again.
I had no idea. What a fool I am.
And something funny that you can do is if you want while talking to people, well, I guess it doesn't work right now, so. Who's responsible for this?
There were always rumors about the hammer. Dallas, that is. What she was doing with the prisoners she hauled off to her fortress. Why they never joined the rank and file thereafter. I suppose now I know.
And I can leave?
Wait, before you go, you've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. Take this key. I'll show you where you can use it. It opens a door leading into the fort that may help you get out of this wretched place. It isn't too late for you. Not yet.
And we can take the wood. This is just worth a lot of money.
What have they done to you?
Although this is worth more, so I'm not sure why it's really there.
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
The hell no.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am. Here you are.
I believe that this person doesn't have a helmet. Oh, they have the bucket. Yeah, we can put that on them. There's the Alco's magic armor. It's something we can do that I was saying was about is that, like, if you look this way.
It was her, wasn't it? Oh, is that...
Little Yarrow!
What have they done?
Okay, it doesn't really work because this is kind of more, because they're always looking at each other. And you can't, but you can generally pickpocket people by just getting everyone else around there to look away by talking to them.
Won't know what hit him.
Doggo.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
What's the matter?
It's no use anyway.
Come on, tell me. Oh, wait. I can give him the leg of the Magister that was killed outside. It seems kind of messed up, but I want to do it.
That smells revolting. Wait a minute. This tastes like... This is... I don't eat people!
Oh! Makes him mad at us. Oh. Hi, Mr. Magister. Ignore us here. Oh, I'm sorry, doggy. I have to kill you now. I was just joking. I didn't think you'd be able to tell. Poor doggy. Oh, I can't get the blood infusion. That's annoying. This monster's just killing a dog in front of him and he just goes around. That dog comes following from behind. They just don't care. Let's take their free movement as far up as possible. Can I teleport? Yes, I can. And murder the dog. Poor dog. I've never actually done that before. Very sad. Actually, I changed my mind. Oh, I have to redo everything. But this doesn't look like everything. Oops. Didn't do that. We're traveling back in time before the dog was ever killed. That's what time travel sounds like, just so you know.
Is that thing eating corpse?
The creature
Alright,
heaved.
already heard these
Now,
conversations.
a little query.
So
The creature
I'm just gonna
gingerly-
go through them
Dear.
quickly.
Dear,
The creature
for you.
I never killed the dog. I definitely didn't do it. I would never do something like that.
You think you're so fancy? You can... why don't you check? Careful.
It never happened.
I never thought I'd...
Never ever. Me kill a dog? No. That's just messed up. Here, you can check to see if the one person yells at Divinity this time.
I don't think I ain't watching.
No.
That's your
Hey,
fifth
I'll press
protest
that.
to this round.
What of it?
The woman is scrabbling as she catches...
Yep.
Ben must keep him away. Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster.
She's running,
Ben
but let's
must
chase her
away from
down.
James, Hopsy, you can fold. Looky here, mate. Why don't you...
You glance at your Ralvo's eye.
Now, where'd you get a thing?
Ralvo...
Go.
Our Father, who presideth Greetings, child. I thought...
You there? Have you seen him? You have seen him, and you're...
She inspects the ring closely.
This can't be.
Ah, that can be there. Teleportation. This is definitely the first time this ever happening, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. There's wizard armor. Yeah, exactly like that wizard armor. I mean, you're not a wizard, but I mean, it's not quite just better, but it's still good. So. He's a physical person, so we'll keep it with that. Okay, there he is.
Is
Literally.
What have they done? Wait, before you've helped, it isn't to...
Oops, I meant to just change so I could talk to her face, but accidentally just completely exited. Yeah, let's take the leather armor and just talk to about armor.
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Let's take all the money and
Don't think of the ugly
put it
now.
with one person.
Here I am. Here you are.
The main person just to keep everything organized. Keep them Oh yeah, those are the souls. Those are the skill books, and I'd have to put anything in there. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Literally,
I
yeah.
didn't check.
Have they done?
Oh well, guys, look, there's a dog over here. Let's go talk to him. Shh. I didn't do anything. You're mistaken.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift
What's
his
your name?
graying head from...
I'm Buddy.
What's the matter?
It's no use anyway.
Here, let me try to help you.
You're nice. Emmy would have loved you.
Is Emmy the reason why you're so blue?
She was my mate for the last 7, carry the 2, plus 50. 5 years!
That's not how math works.
The Magisters, they took her.
You're not too good at math.
Emmy was always the smart one. I guess that's why they took her and not me. Oh.
Scratching behind the ear.
I love you. Say, let me show you something.
Hey, here comes over here. Looks
Lucky
like a
find.
giant key. If I, oh yeah, that was lucky. Like you didn't just give it to us.
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet.
No, I'm not the kitty cat. That's fun.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
I'm excuse myself just so I can get it.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
I am no divine order of oil. You don't need to fear me.
Fear? Pity, perhaps. A blind wolf may lead the pack, but sooner or later they will all starve.
What do you mean?
Never mind. If you need to suit up, I can offer you a fair price. If not, I would thank you to move on.
So this is the other major spot. You can get good equipment. And I got this for the Red Prince. I need to check what exactly abilities he has. Okay, he has Battle Stomp and Bouncing Shield.
You, the Red Demon, the exiled pig. I'd heard they'd sent you here, but I'd hoped you'd have drowned yourself before crossing my path.
Huh. I guess there's unique stuff when you talk to the lizard as the Red Prince. I'm no demon. I merely summon demons.
Demons lie. You say you are no demon. This is a lie. You are a demon.
Now that's some good logic if I've ever heard any. I think he's just angry at everyone. Anyways, we can take Battering Ram and Crippling Bow. Very good skill books that I want. And so I shall have. And now, sell and stuff. A little bit of the money back. I'm not too worried about buying a bunch of gear right now. It's not super important necessarily. I'm gonna get rid of his Fortify skill for Crippling Blow. So he just has all melee, all warfare skills is what it's called. I accidentally made it so his healing potions aren't in his hotbar. Let's see. So we got melee, throw. Yeah, let's set it up like that.
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones.
Children aren't that bad.
Stay in this cave a while longer. Provoke Modi, the wild one who runs like his clothes catch fire. I see how you feel then.
She's only been... No. Let's talk to this person.
As you approach the young elf, Losa suddenly grabs your arm. Her hand is damp. Her face looks pale and grey.
Hey, listen, I don't know why, but I think I need to talk to this elf. You mind?
What's going on?
I can't. I just need to talk to her, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
She turns towards Sahela.
Be careful.
She darts over to the elf without responding. They begin talking in earnest, more quietly than you can overhear. Losa suddenly snatches up both the elf's hands and leans close to her. Her voice rises.
You have to tell me.
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The colour runs into her veins, crisscrossing her skin like lightning. She keeps hold of Sahela's hands.
It rises in you even now, Losa. Do not let it. You must be strong. Be strong. Fight. Fight.
Fight, 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 fight. Oh wait, I don't think that's what she means.
You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
Okay, it's time to get out of here.
I can't. I can't.
Losa is fighting an enemy. She will win. She must win.
Shut up. Let go. Let go. Let go. I don't want to hurt her. Don't make me.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the effort of holding Sahela's hands in tight, painful bunches.
Leave me alone. Leave me. I don't want to.
You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahela's fingers are white under her grasp.
Let me go. Please.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips. She jerks the elf toward her.
Chatty, chatty elf. Chatty elf with all the answers. I wonder what your blood tastes like.
That doesn't sound like Losa.
Losa, please. You must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
Alright, I'll run forward to help the elf because Losa is obviously possessed right now by the dark thing in her head.
I bet the elf blood tastes like honey, like nectar, like joy itself. Let's find out.
You must weaken her to help her.
Well, I suppose I can... No, I can't summon him in there. I really don't like the fact that Fang keeps on going first. Let's see. I guess we'll just summon her then. Oh, no, there's nothing around here. Eventually, I'll get ways to kind of overcome it and make it so that he can be special no matter what. But not right now. He's like at the most health, so put a totem up.
Sorry, Losa. She does not mean what she does.
Man, I really should have given her that armor. Trying to kill that person specifically. That's just the elf's ability to flush sacrifice. Wait. Wait, what? She just attacked another elf. Okay, game. Sure. This is one of the abilities I got. Battering Ram. It's the same as Battle Stomp. But it knocks people down, except I charge to them. That's gonna... Ooh, missed. That's very unfortunate. Let's use Battle Stomp to knock down for sure. 2 misses. That's so bad. Okay. That is so very bad. Let's make it so that she can't move then.
Almost enough. A few more hits. She comes back to us when she is weaker.
And I don't know. I guess there's no one to heal because let's just place that to the bottom line of everything. Did this person just eat a fish? Yes, they did. They ate a fish.
Thanks. I feel him, but I do not see him.
What? Don't look at me like that.
You almost... Let's go with the blunt one. You almost killed an innocent person.
I didn't do anything. It was that thing, whatever it is. It's just a visitor. It has nothing to do with me.
You're right. It wasn't you. But I know that. I really hope there's a but I could say after this.
Good. Let's keep moving. I want to get out of this bloody place as soon as possible.
Okay, there's no but I can say, are you okay?
I'm fine. You're fine. We're fine. I just want to get out of here. Let's go. Hey. Hi.
I magicked you, you're dead! Whack! Back, evil ogre, or I'll get you with my sword!
No, don't kill me, Valiant Knight.
I'll spare you this time, beast, but don't cross me again. Ever. You're really fun. Hey, I'm gonna hide somewhere in the cave, and you come find me. Ready?
Set.
Go!
I don't feel like this is very fair.
You found me! Okay, wait. Let me hide again. Ready?
Set.
Go!
Wait a second. That doesn't seem very fair. He's invisible.
A human? You stink.
Aren't you also a human?
No. I'm a lizard. I just didn't grow my scales yet.
Ah, my bad. My mistake.
Yes, you were. Now get human.
I wonder what we have here.
Wow! You're really smart. I bet. You know what? I bet my best friend would really like you. Come on, I'll introduce you. I know how to spell introduce. It's I-N-T-R-O-D-U-C-E.
Okay. Fun fact, dwarves can slip through tiny little gaps, so a dwarf could run through there.
My way is too small for you. You'll have to find another. Hope you brought a shovel.
I've spotted something.
So yeah.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
Prince.
I am not opposed to manual labor if circumstances require.
There's just this giant stone spot. So under a little bit of sand. Yeah, let's do it. Ah, we got a single piece of old stale bread. Worth it.
Wither, this is my new friend. He's really smart. You'll like him a lot.
Please, small child, leave me to my ruminations.
But he's really nice and tall. Maybe he can even help you with that thing.
Why? A grown friend? You brought an adult here. Good gods. Can it be?
I'm gonna spend.
You're back. And you brought... But who is this?
Sound might cut for a second. I'm going to check how long this video's been going for. And we can still do a little more. Let's talk to Lord Withermore here. And take this cup of tea. Mine. And do this chest. Oh, don't worry. It doesn't look like this man's going anywhere. Get it? Because he has a spear through his chest and he's petrified. I'm funny. Laugh.
You, dead walker, tell me true. Stand you with the source hunters, or do you serve the town at Brachus Rex?
I know nothing of which you speak. I suspect it's ancient history.
Ancient history? Can it have been so long already? Gods, how the time flies.
You'd think it'd be rather boring with him, there, forever.
I haven't seen a living soul in all that time. What a strange notion.
Why are you trapped down here?
A wicked king, it was. Brachus Rex by name. The Order of the Source Hunters discovered a great horror upon this prison isle, and I was sent to stop it.
Brachus Rex is the person that there was the statue that had him on top of a pile of bones that was right there when we first shipwrecked here.
Yet my failure was absolute. I am not fit to bear the insignia of the Source Hunters any longer.
Fun fact, Source Hunters means that he's after people with Source, like literally every single person on my team.
Please, good sir, you must free me. Prise this spear from my chest, where it has been stuck fast for the last 1,000 years. Seize the spear. End this degradation. I beg you.
It's stuck fast.
So he can't do it though if you take a person's strength.
I got it.
Good sir. You have set my body free. Free to crumble to dust at last. But my spirit... Blast! I remain trapped in this mouldering skeleton yet.
What binds you here?
A spell most terrible. I have heard of such magic, but have never known anyone so foul as to employ it. Brachus Rex. May maggots lace his entrails. After he interred me in this cell, he must have drawn my very soul away from me and stored it elsewhere in the fort. Thus he has bound me entirely to the mundane realm. But I know this place well. I could lead you to its likely location. In turn, you would find a path straight out of this fort. My freedom for yours. What say you?
I'll accept the exchange.
Marvelous, my friend. Marvelous. You'll first have to get inside the fort itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven in the courtyard. Surely you know it. The switch will open a hatch, and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die. At last.
Do you know
with
where...
dignity.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off. Do you know where your soul is kept?
I was fully briefed about this awful place before I came. My goal was to destroy the fiend who had been marshalling the world's most unwholesome weapons and magic into an army he intended to use against the realm. I never thought I would become one of his victims, and yet, here I am.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the island?
Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weaponry as yet unseen in our world. Here, he and his researchers crafted punishments and snares contrary to human dignity. Objects that could contain souls, wands that could purge the very essence from sorcerers. My order would never have used such barbaric magic against our enemies.
So he's not like the bad people who would remove source from people using wands. He's much more civilized. Just stick him with a good old sword in the heart. Much more pleasant that way. Anyways, we leveled up. It was a big level up. We have a point in everything. So, he'll take a point in memory, just because I think his is... Oh, never mind. He had memory slots. Then, of course, summoning, because every point I put into summoning makes all of my summons 10% more better, which includes my turrets and my incarnate. And once I get it up to level 10, he becomes a giant incarnate, and then he'll really be doing some damage. He can have a skill, or a, not a skill, a feat, which will take one that I meant to just go and respec him to have this, but he'll have Soul Catcher, so that whenever someone dies, I think it has to be close to him, but whenever one of his friends dies, he'll summon a zombie for a couple turns. And those will scale off of his summon skill as well. It also fits the whole undead theme, especially once I add Necromancer to it as well. He definitely needs memory points. I'll give him 2. He'll take just more warfare, because although I could do single-handed, because that's what I want to do, it gives 5% damage and 5% accuracy, but this only gives 5% damage. This unlocks different skills, although really only need a couple points to unlock all of the skills. But also because of the way the math works, the damage is actually more for warfare than single-handed. Although a little bit might be nice, so that he's not missing as many of his attacks. I'll have to look at exactly what the numbers are. Anyways, he has Opportunist, so what else can we give him? I like this one. Gladiator. He has a shield once per turn. Whenever someone hits him, he gets a free hit back, which is good. Okay, we'll just boost Finesse. We can boost Wits eventually to critical chance, but mainly we're just going to boost Finesse on him. And then I believe he has the points he needs for Huntsman, so we're going to put points into Warfare because it gives the same amount of bonus, except Warfare is for all physical damage, and Huntsman is for damage. It doesn't have to be physical damage, but it does have to be on high ground. And he's only doing physical anyways, so getting rid of the rule that he has to be on high ground is very useful. Then, we want to get rid of this talent because of the gift bag we're using. That means that Pat Pal works differently. Doesn't really make many strong. I mean, it saves a talent, but mostly it's a talent that's not super important. It's just a nice thing. Let's see. His arrows will do damage based off what he's standing and could be useful. Extra range. Turn him into a glass cannon. Oh, there's a lone wolf. And he is a lone wolf. We could do Hot Head, which makes him a lot better, but as long as he has full health, which doesn't include armor. So it's not like he can take no damage, it just has to be that he doesn't go past his armor. Lone Wolf. Oh, this is the one that means that you can only play with 2 people on your team, but you get a lot of bonuses. Nah. There's lots of them, especially with the... I forget exactly which one it is, but especially with one of the gift bags, there's a lot of options. Let's just give him the elemental arrows. I think that might be a little useful. Although, most of it's magic damage. But hey, if he's standing in blood, then it means it'll be physical damage. Let's increase this person's finesse. Increase their scoundrel ability. Because this person actually has a reason to pick dual wielding as well as scoundrel now. Because scoundrel is crit multiplier and movement speed, while dual wielding is damage. And it also gives dodging, which is very interesting. And they have the pawn, which is the free movement. And something else that's very nice is Parry Master, because basically all rogues are going to be dual wielding. Parry Master is good on all of them because it gives 10% dodge, which if you think about it, is 10% extra health. Kind of, in a way. Alright. Let's see about one more thing today, and then the video will be done. because I... What's the... Oh, I still have to officially talk to this person beyond dealing with close with them.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Hello, stranger. A strange person from a strange time. I wonder, do you even know how lost you are?
How do you know I'm from a strange time?
I see it before my eyes.
I've heard that far-seeing was as much of a burden as a gift.
It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps.
We have found the elf Amaral and struck a deal to have him freed. That was the elf in the cage with Griff.
Ah, you help him. Your open heart surprises even me.
I'm happy to help.
You bless me. You bless us all.
So then, that's the secret passage. So this door will go to leave. Let's see about freeing Amaral. And then we can maybe go to the battle arena. Oh, but there's a person here.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll. Or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze.
Why are you so interested in that lizard?
No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into one of your neck's vertebrae.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking.
This is fun, because if you want to, you can just kill this person right now, because this is one of the people you can recruit. Everyone that survived the shipwreck is the people you can recruit. And you can just choose to just straight out kill them, but instead it's tell her the truth, because we are Thanes specifically, not even just any undead. We're an ancient undead looking for our long-lost people.
I see. It does so satisfy to have a purpose in life.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in bone. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
I can either ask about the scarf or the lizard. Something tells me they're related.
Let me tell you a little story.
I asked about the scar in case you didn't actually catch it.
Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
I am not that lizard, though.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
How about instead of killing me, you join me? Although she's not actually going to join me.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you?
I'm planning an escape, and I need people like you. I feel like she won't take kindly to me saying that she will not survive on her own.
Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible.
You know, I did save you from certain death back on the ship. Just saying.
Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
You must have noticed that you were pushing a needle into bone, not flesh.
Yes, the needle did find you rather tough to chew. Then again, I already knew I'd have to push hard, knowing what you really are. This may strike you as, rather eccentric, but the thought of traveling with one such as yourself quite enthuses me.
She tilts her head ever so slightly and looks at you almost mockingly. You can't help but contemplate with both dread and delight the absolute darkness at the heart of her cat's eyes.
Yes, this will be jolly good fun. Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours.
Just for the fun of it, let's make her a necromancer.
But of course, I can play the strings of magic like a harpist her instrument. Is there any specific tune that takes your preference?
Well, I guess it doesn't count as necromancer as much as witch, which is dagger and spells.
Suits me fine. Lead on. Or better yet, let me take the lead, then follow me. But wait.
Yeah, she doesn't like the fact that for vehicle as a whole, you have to drop one person from your party to even somebody. Let's go to the top of this lizard.
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak.
Okay.
Permission indeed.
Oh, I grant him my permission, so he's saying, yeah, I don't need it.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a groveling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudenay leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer.
I didn't realize you put so much stock in your afternoon nap.
You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves prove to be quite elucidating. Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne.
Is the throne where the assassins lie?
Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudenay.
Oh yeah, Drudenay.
Oh, do hold your prickly tongue.
And Griff sells Drudenay. And Griff was missing stuff. And I'm gonna look around. First of all, I'm gonna take this from him. Mine. Hey, and he's missing a crate. What's in this crate over
This
here?
looks like the crate I'm after. Where are the contents?
Oops, didn't go. Need to go in battle mode. Wherever could the contents be? Are they in here? I actually don't remember what the contents are.
What? But I was... It was... Please, tell me. Tell me.
Die.
Why did you wake me?
You smell like oranges.
So close. And you smell of burnt hair and barren dreams. But I have the good breeding not to mention it.
Did you steal Griff's oranges?
Oranges? Is that what he told you he's missing? Well, I suppose it's technically true. Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more upset about the Drudenay than the citrus.
What do you mean, Drudenay?
The Drudenay Griff cleverly smuggles into the prison, of course. Stuffed inside the oranges. You don't think he'd really be so mad over a little missing fruit, do you? No, it's not the oranges, but the dreams he's after. Same as I, though. I have the right, the responsibility.
What's the connection between Drudenay and dreams, though?
Drudenay, it makes you master of all you see when you sleep. The dreamer is not the play actor, but the playwright. It may be hard for you to understand. My kind, we dream for the greater good. What we see can predict the truth, can even shape the truth. But we need Drudenay to do it. Before I was caught, before I was brought here, I saw a vision. The void woken, slain, divinity restored. But just as I was about to see how it happened, the Magisters beat down my door. This is my last chance to find out the secret, to find out how to save us all. So you see, I cannot give back the Drudenay, not only for myself, but for all of us. My dreams are my gift. They may be our salvation, too.
So, it's persuasion, and I have good intelligence, memory, beyond that, it doesn't really matter. So intelligence. I'm more interested in the real world, the dreams. I need that Drudenay to save a life, and I'll do it by any means necessary.
To save a life? Never mind. Take the oranges.
Oops,
The Drudenay, that is. I'll find another way. Somehow.
I didn't mean to skip that, but I did. Basically saying, oh, I'm guessing you mean the elf.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
We found your oranges, or more accurately, his Drudenay.
Spare the indignation and hand it over. Now.
I'm not going to feed your habit.
I ain't gonna ask again. Hand it over.
This is what if I want, I could just decide to kill them all.
Oh, you must think I'm playing with you. I don't play. Hand them over.
Nope, let's kill them all. Probably should have saved before I did this. Oh, fine. Oh, there goes all of Losie's magic armor. Any blood? Please? Anything? I need that oil barrel. Not even to explode, but I really don't want that to explode this fight. Because I've been looking for one. I just completely missed it. I'm sure it's around there's around everyone. I just haven't been paying attention, but you know. I really need the bonus from damage this time. Alright. Let's teleport Griff over to this guy because he uses not over to these two. I should leave blood. Yes. With the blood, I can do this. We will smack this person and smack him again. Oh, I couldn't do the blood. Yep. He uses oil farm because he's just a rogue. He's invisible.
No, not like this. I won't let them.
But because this person likes us, they're actually going to be on our side instead of their side. This person still doesn't have his teleport ability, which would be very useful. I think Nusi is the only physical person here, so we will give him elemental arrowheads with blood for extra physical damage, and then shoot her so that she can't move. Oh. Wait, did I accidentally shoot Griff instead? I might have, I don't know. Something happened there. Yes, I believe I accidentally shot Griff. Alright. Let's use our shield to weaken their defenses. Then use our battle charge. Oh, it doesn't look like I'll hit them both though. Alright, let's hit Nusi because she still has her charm. And oh, it's blocked. The blocked. That is very annoying. They're just outside of my range. In every possible way. Oh, come on. Okay. In that case, just have him walk up to him. I need to walk up. I'll spend one from there, and then I may as well breathe fire. See if I can burn through their magic armor and maybe do a little bit of damage. And she set off the oil barrel. Alright. Do that. That. And Henderson. So we have to tote him up. Both parts. It doesn't even use it to actually hit that guy. Okay. See if he... Okay, he's not going to get this person this round. This person's invisible. Hopefully they... Okay, they got the kill. That's good. Now, this person, since he's a mage, yeah, he doesn't have much actual physical armor. So we'll take our free movement up. Teleport behind him. Adrenaline. Flurry of blows. Throwing knife into the back. It's got a lot of damage. It's really unfortunate that the oil barrel exploded. It might have just hitting us with everything now. So let's heal him a little bit so he doesn't die. That puts a little aura around him that's not actively on fire. Then can he shoot this person over here? No. I guess we can shoot Griff. And send out the buff aura. It's not the biggest deal if someone dies. It's not preferable, but it won't be the end of the game. I mean, especially because I can reload to save, but I mean, otherwise no. Okay, this is gonna finish next episode. Random save. Goodbye. Adios.